we turn our attention to a theme that reflects the changing face of today's professional world, presenting the foundational role of human-centric skills in professional success, a subject that underscores how interpersonal abilities like effective communication, emotional intelligence, and cooperative thinking works. We have Hana Sabu on stage.
A very warm good afternoon to one and all present here, dear teachers, delegates, and all my dear friends. So, before diving deep into my seminar, I just want to start by a simple story. Few months before, a global company had two finalists for an internship. So both of the candidates has equal marks and they both had the similar technical knowledge. But the first candidate entered into the interview with calmness and confidence, and he spoke clearly and listened to the questions carefully and responded with empathy. While the second candidate answered to all of the questions asked by the interviewer, but somehow he lacked the ability to connect with the interviewers. So, whom do you think the internship went to? Obviously, the first candidate. When he started the story itself, you all knew the climax. But this is not a silly made-up incident. It is a real-life incident that we are all going to face in our future careers. So, why do you think the first candidate got selected to the internship? This is because in today's world, it is not just the technical skills, but the human skills too plays a very important role in deciding who moves forward. Thus, the story sums up that in the future belongs to people who understand people and emotions and not just machines. So, today I'll be talking about such human-centric skills, and that why human-centric skills are becoming the new global currency of success. So first, I'm going to start with emotional intelligence and soft skills. So, what is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand your emotions and manage them, and also to understand and respond to the emotions of others. You can think of emotional intelligence like this. Your brain understands informations, and emotional intelligence helps your brain to understand people. Next, when it comes to soft skills are people skills or human skills which help us to handle situations with people and succeed in real life situations. So, what are how can you become emotionally intelligent, or how can you attain soft skills? When it comes to emotional intelligence mainly has three parts. The first one is self-awareness. Self-awareness means knowing what you feel and why you feel like that way. The second one is self-management. Self-management means controlling your reactions. Imagine you're in a situation, you're in a very crucial situation, and an intense of emotions are flowing through you. But in such kind of situation, what you should do is, we should pause for a moment and we should think what are the emotions we are feeling. This will in turn help you to respond to the situation rather than reacting to the situation vigorously. The third one is social awareness. Social awareness means understanding people around you. So when someone is communicating with you about their problems or struggles, what we should do is we should try to listen to them properly, and we should feel free to ask them questions instead of assuming things. This will help us to create a good bond with the person. So, when it comes to soft skills, I told you soft skills are basically personality-based skills. For example, communication skill, leadership skills, etc. So for some people, attain these soft skills genetically. But for some people, they should put an effort to attain these skills. For example, you are someone who needs the ability of time management, but you don't know how to use your time wisely. So on a daily basis, you should put an effort to manage your time wisely. That's how you attain these skills. And that's how you attain all of these soft skills. So By practicing these small steps on a regular basis, you will strengthen your emotional intelligence and soft skill, and you can become a more calmer and intelligent person, and also you will be able to handle your challenges effectively. The next skill that I'm going to talk about is mental well-being and mindfulness. So what is mental well-being? Mental well-being is understanding. Mental well-being is a state of feeling emotionally strong and balanced and handling stress. Mental well-being includes handling stress in a healthy way, and you will be able to think clearly and make good decisions, and you will be able to manage your emotions and without getting overwhelmed. Mental well-being doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means we'll be able to find a balance between our ups and downs, and we'll be able to stay calm during our challenges. And when it comes to mindfulness, mindfulness means being fully present in the moment and being aware of your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions without judgments or distractions. So mindfulness helps you to stay calm in difficult situations. It helps you to stay present in the moment, and it helps you to be present in a situation without being scared about your future or past. So how can you attain mental well-being? So as I told you, the key aspect of mental well-being is emotional balance. We can obtain balance by taking proper rest. So things like getting proper sleep, talking to yourself and having an idea of what you're feeling, limiting negative distractions will help you to balance your emotional health. And when it comes to mindfulness, mindfulness means being present in the moment. So practices like gratitude and taking a pause in your day and analyzing what is happening throughout your day, trying to be present in your moments, and trying to take care of your health, and trying to pause, and we should try to listen to our breathing exercise can help us to be more mindful. The third human-centric skill that I'm going to talk about is digital identity and personal branding. So what is digital identity? Digital identity is the online version of who you are. It includes everything that exists on the internet about you. For example, the posts you make, the comments you put, the comments you make, the photos you share, the posts you share, and the way you communicate in online. All of these things comes under digital identity. The second one is personal branding. Personal branding is the way how you present yourself to others, both professionally and in public spaces. It means how you present yourself in public spaces and also in professional space, in a way highlighting your skills, your abilities, and your behavior. So personal branding also includes things like how you communicate or how you dress up and present yourself. These all things comes under personal branding. So how can we attain a good digital identity? We can do so by cleaning our online profiles on a regular basis. We should use consistent photos and usernames. We should update our bios. We should speak in a very good manner in the online places, public spaces. When it comes to personal branding, we can attain personal branding by speaking confidently, by knowing your strength, and by behaving professionally with others. Next is sustainable productivity. Sustainable productivity, the main aim of sustainable productivity is to get things done without exhausting yourself. So the key of sustainable productivity is to find a balance between getting things done and also taking care of your mental well-being. So why does sustainable productivity matter in today's world? It is because, especially we students, put ourselves so hard in this generation. We'll be working all the time, we'll be studying all the time, we'll be taking so much of pressure in our heads, and we'll be always overwhelmed with emotions. In such situations, sustainable productivity helps us to maintain a balance between our career and our health. So, how can we be sustainable productive? We can be sustainably productive by using some tips. Like, for example, we should start our day by doing the important tasks at first. Or we should set realistic daily goals, which will help us to prevent burnout. And one most important thing is, on a daily basis, we should find a balance to pause for the moment and to do things. If we should know when to stop the work. The work we are doing, we should know when to stop it. So it will help to prevent burnouts. So as I conclude my seminar, what I want to say is, I just want you to always think about this thing, that the strength, our true strength, lies on not only on what we know, it lies on who we are. Emotional intelligence helps us to understand ourselves and others. Mindfulness helps us to stay calm in difficult situations. Digital identity reminds us that our online presence is as important as our real present. And sustainable productivity reminds us that the success is not an endless run, but it is the ability to pause and move forward with clarity. And also, I just want to end the seminar by a simple quote which says that in this competitive world, what pulls us forward is not just what we know, but who we are. This country just not needs toppers, but what it really needs is strong minds, kindful heart, and responsible digital identities, and a person who is able to be consistent in what they are doing. Thank you.
And that's Hannah Sabu's presentation on the foundational role of human-centered skills in professional success. In your research work, you underscore that sustainable productivity requires balancing output with mental and physical well-being. How can the workplaces implement policies and practices that encourage energy management, rest, and work-life integration to prevent burnout?
Okay, this is a very important question in today's generation. But as I told you, every company and things, people get really burned out. So what we should do is, we should give them some kind of a free time to talk with their clients or to talk with their companions, to build a good connection. So it will in turn help them to talk about their difficulty to others. Otherwise we tend to that because of work pressure, people attend to suicides and things. So when we have a connection with our companions, it will help us to talk our feelings out. So also, the companies can provide an evening talk time or evening tea time and facilities. So it will make them more friendly with that environment.
And in your paper emphasizes that 21st century workplace increasingly values human-centric skills over purely technical expertise. How can educational institutions systematically integrate emotional intelligence, empathy, and interpersonal abilities into their framework to prepare students for collaborative and dynamic work environments?
I think giving opportunities like this seminar is itself a stepping stone to increase our human-centric skills. If I am standing here, I lack this stage fear, So these are part of human-centric skills, and providing such kind of opportunities to the students will really help them.
Thank you, Hannah. Thank you, Hannah.
Thank you all.